Hi everyone, it's me, AFROSTORY. This will be a reintroduction video into who I am for my new storybirds out there. That's what I call my subbies. I am a PhD student studying medical anthropology as well as digital arts and science. I am doing my research out of South Florida, looking at obesity prevalence and prevention as well as management among people of Afro-Caribbean descent, particularly Jamaicans. And I also look at how do cultural ideals about the body contribute to the obesity epidemic that is affecting people of African descent in the Western Hemisphere specifically. And so to prepare myself for my research, I've done a lot of stuff. I've done pre-dissertation research out of Miami as well as Central Florida. I also, this past summer, underwent a very rigorous training at Princeton University to gain my certification as an anthropometrist. And so I'm continuing the certification with that. And also the digital arts and science, the techie side of my research is currently trying to develop a digital database for handheld anthropometrics that are used by health social scientists, medical and other healthcare professionals, as well as fitness and health and wellness practitioners using digital media. Handheld digital media, digital technology, virtual technology specifically, as a means of calculating body somatotypes, composition, bone girths, all that great stuff. So that's basically what my research entails. And like I said, I've done some training in the field already. I've also went to Princeton. I've done a lot of conferences, both professional conferences as well as in the community about my research. And my research is very applied in nature. What am I doing right now, y'all? It is crazy. Someone just pointed out to me, Brittany, you have your hands full. And I'm always trying to keep myself busy because if I don't keep myself busy, I tend to procrastinate and do things that is not that productive. So I definitely try to keep myself on a rigorous schedule just for myself, because a PhD experience is really what you make of it. For those of you all that are interested in doing this, you have a lot of freedom. So you have a lot of freedom to mess up. So you have to put yourself on that time management and develop that very superior work ethic to stay diligent about finishing your studies. But yeah, someone told me, Brittany, you have a lot on your plate. And I'm like, let me think. Okay, so I am studying for my qualification exams as a PhD student. That will transition me from being a PhD student to a PhD candidate. I'm studying for that. Also, the digital arts and science, the digital technology component of my research, that's actually a separate degree. That's actually a master's for my joint field. So I'm actually working on my thesis for that. So let's see, examinations and a thesis. Oh, also I have a job. I work as a web editor, assistant web editor for a cultural anthropology and field schools methods mall website that is co-sponsored by the National Science Foundation. and I work on that. I just started that this semester. So that's 3 things. Yeah, what else? Oh, I hold 2 offices, 2 professional positions on campus. And what else? Oh yeah, I'm planning a wedding. And editing and revising my novel. For those of you all that don't know, I like to write. That's something that I've kind of put to the back burner because these things are taking most of my time up. Not to mention the conferences that I'm going to be presenting at soon. So I do have my plate full. But that's a little bit about my professional side. I am engaged to a wonderful man. And we have not quite settled on a date yet, but for those of you all that have not already, please check out my Pinterest website because I post a lot of ideas, wedding ideas, color scheme ideas, flowers, the whole 9 yards. And if you guys want to give me feedback, or if you guys want to, you know, say, Brittany, well, I see that you like this, or AFROSTORY, I see that you like this, you know, here's a link you may want to check out. Feel free to do that because we're in the early stages of planning. Oh, I've gotten this email a couple of times. People say, like, you're so busy. Like, you know, how do you find time to, like, you know, have a relationship and all that? Well, you know, like I said before, I'm kind of private about my relationship. But honestly, my fiance is very busy himself. You know, he's in medical school. I'm in doctoral school. So we kind of, I think, the busyness, it's good for us. You know, it's not the fact that he's just sitting around doing nothing. So, you know, a relationship is what you make of it. And we're making it do what it does. That's a long answer. I would say read my blog. But an abbreviated version of it is the story part is because I do write. You know, I have a background in fine arts before I did the whole social science thing. I have a background both in the social sciences as well as the fine arts. I got my master's of fine arts in creative writing and fiction. So I've written, I've also done editorial work for magazine. So, yeah, I write. I started out by writing poetry. I've been writing since about age 9. And then I transitioned to writing short stories, short scripts. And for my thesis, I wrote a novel. And I am actually evolving that novel, shifting the genre to just from African American or African diaspora literature to African American literature, science fiction, as well as magical realism. And my main people that I've been inspired by are Octavia Butler, may she rest in peace. L.A. Banks, may she rest in peace. Zora Neale Hurston, may she rest in peace. Obviously, Zora Neale Hurston, an anthropologist and a writer. Duh. There's others. I can name plenty, but those are the 3 primary people that have inspired me, as well as, of course, Toni Morrison. So that's where the story part comes in. The Afro part comes in because, hello, I have natural hair, y'all. But my story, I see my hair as an outward manifestation of me telling my story and of who I am. It was definitely a journey. The natural hair journey was for me just the beginning. I began transitioning when I was doing field work. I was studying abroad for environmental and cultural anthropology in Ghana, West Africa. So that is when I began transitioning both mind and hair. Yeah, I was beginning to learn a lot about my history, about my culture, about my legacy as a Black woman. And yeah, culturally, it was a spiritual awakening that I was experiencing, and that took root in my hair. And also pragmatically, my converter got shot when the electricity went out. We were staying in a bed and breakfast place. My field school, we stayed in a bed and breakfast place. So I didn't have a means to continue to flat iron my hair or whatnot. So there were pragmatic reasons as well as really heavily a cultural reason for why I began to go natural. And that was back in 2007 when I began to go natural. And other people do not know from when I told the story in earlier videos, but I was actually natural until age 14. but I did not know how to manage my hair at all. I was having extreme damage around the edges, not the whole edges, but behind my ears. I would always tuck my hair behind my ears when I was wearing glasses, so that area really didn't grow as much as the rest of my hair. So I really didn't know how to style my hair as often or as versatile or as diverse as I do now. So yeah, that's where Afro Story comes in. So yeah, that's my Afro story. Well, I love to read. Is that obvious? I love to write. A hobby that I am developing is I love to cook. And I love jewelry. I don't know if that's a hobby. I love jewelry. I've made some jewelry in the past. I don't have time to make it now. I love watching movies. Oh my gosh. I love movies. And anything else? Yeah, I love to dance. I have to say, since I've been in my PhD program, I haven't danced. I don't think I've ever danced. And I've been a dancer since I was like 10 or 11 years old. Yeah. I am black. Isn't that obvious? The reason why I laugh about it is because I've noticed a thread on one of my videos where people are contemplating what I am. It should be obvious what I am, but I think it's obvious. But my ethnic breakdown of my blackness is my father is Jamaican and my mother is African American of Bahamian descent. And so that makes me what? Black. That is basically it about me. I've told y'all my educational background. I've told you guys a little bit about my personal stuff, my personal business. I told you guys also about my name, why I call myself Afro Story. And of course, I've told you guys a little bit about some of my hobbies. And I have more. I mean, we're all complex people, right? But anywho, definitely if you want to know more about what's going on in my mind, because I am so eclectic like that, definitely check out my Facebook page, because I may not have been on YouTube that much, but y'all, I'm on Facebook like every day. And I post some awesome stuff. I give shout outs to fellow YouTubers, fellow bloggers out there. I show some awe pics of the day, some sisters look fierce pics of the day. I refer you guys to some blogs that I'm reading or whatnot, or some posts of mine that I've written. So yeah, definitely keep in touch with me on Facebook, because I'm on there all the time. And also, of course, Pinterest. And of course, check out my blog, Body Image Central. Alright, so that's it for this video. I'm probably going to crank out another one because I feel like it. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to tell you guys, thanks so much for the support that you guys have given me so far. Definitely share this video with a friend. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And I look forward to talking with my story bird soon. Until next time, guys. Mwah. Peace. Bye.